honestly, the first question, I mean, let's start like this. I wanted to ask, who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of WNBA players? So, like, if you had to pick your four greatest WNBA players of all time, who do you think you'll pick?
That's a hard question. I would have to think about that. I'm not just gonna throw out some random names. Those questions I actually like to sit and think about.
Okay, I don't blame you. But we gotta ask that. But I wanted to ask. So you didn't start the year on the WNBA roster this year, correct?
Mm,
How did you? And I heard you were busting, like you were just giving work at the YMCA, or am I crazy?
no, it was a pro am league.
Pro Am League. Is the last I was gonna ask you, could you just talk about like how you managed to just stay in shape and then obviously coming into the season, like what you've been doing? Like you've been on a tear, absolute tear this season.
I mean, at this point of being ready, staying ready was a person. I think I'm the definition of that. This whole year, not knowing if I was going to be on a team, if I was, I think I just did a good job of keeping myself motivated, staying in the gym. I know that I'm not done playing basketball yet, and I know I'm not done in the league yet. So just having the motivation and the mindset of still working out every day, regardless, like I'm not working, but I'm still getting up and getting a job done. I have a son that's 4 that looks up to me. He goes everywhere with me. So I'm not doing it for myself. I'm also doing it for him too. So he motivates me more than he knows. And like I said, I mean, my desire, my grit, my passion. Like I said, I have a lot of passion for the game. So me being able to just stand in the gym, playing in the pro-am, anything I could play in over the summer, I think I did. And then working out individually by myself. So it's crazy how things work. Sometimes you never just know when you're going to be in that moment. And I said, if I had another opportunity, whether it was with Dallas or somewhere else, to take full advantage of it. And I think now, because my role is different a little bit from last year with Dallas to this year, and now being with the Sparks, I basically kind of prepared myself for it. Not saying that I knew this was going to happen, but I was kind of prepared for any and everything. I went into every situation with an open mind, and you see the turnout. So I think all of my hard work is being on display right now. My will to not give up. I could easily threw the towel in a year or two ago, but I'm still here and I'm still motivated. I still love basketball. I love my team. Since I've been with the Sparks, it's been nothing but love. They welcome me with open arms. So I'm just happy to still be here and still be a part of this league.
And if I could just say this to add to everything that you're saying, you can tell that everything that you have done has worked out because you're literally on the verge of almost having a 50-40-90 season. You have been just on a complete tear. So, that's why I said congratulations to y'all. And it's just been really great to see. Can I ask you this? Oh, Jordan and Boog, if you ask.
I did have one question. Hey, Odyssey, I'm Jay. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming. My question would be, I know you played with LA before. How does it feel to be back in LA and kind of like with this new younger team?
I'll say things, come back full circle. And I think when it comes back the second time, it means more to you than it did the first time. I mean, I was in LA in 2017, 2018. Of course, we went. I was part of the WNBA finals team in 2017. Almost went back to back, but we didn't get it done. And then, of course, playing in 2018. I'll say the team is different. Of course, now LA is more in a rebuilding stage. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of different players on their roster this season. Still trying to just get through, weather the storms. I like this group. This group is fun. The future is bright. With the rookies, with the younger players, and just being a vet to lead, I can just help them grow. I think like the biggest thing when I was a vet, like my first couple of years, I thought I knew everything about basketball, but it's more to it as you go from year to year and learning how to manage the game, knowing when it's a good shot, when it's a bad shot, possessions, knowing like when you don't get the last shot, whether it's the second quarter or first quarter, those matter because it can come down to the end of the game. And that one possession where we rush the shot may come back to hunt us or bite us in the butt at the end of the game. So I'm just here to give my energy, of course, my leadership, and be that vet. Whatever anybody needs on my team, they can come to me. Any questions, and I feel like I just gel well with the team. So I just want to keep it going. We got one win. We're going to try to get as many wins as we can and see what playoffs look like when it's all said and done.
Jordan,
So speaking as a vet, you've been around 3 of the top 5 picks of this 2024 draft, Dave Sheldon, Rickea Jackson, and Cameron Brink. Just talk about how they developed and what we as fans don't see behind the scenes on the amount of work they're putting in.
You see, love her to death. Only got, obviously was with her for a short time, but she's a sponge. She just likes to learn. She soaks in just about everything that you tell her. Rickea is just a dog. Her future is bright. I mean, all of Cameron too, with the exception, of course, she's hurt right now, but I know she's going to come back stronger. All three of them, exceptional talent. I think you see bits and pieces of what she can do in spurts of games, but she can play ball too. I think those three not talked about enough. Obviously,
Right.
Kim was talked about a lot before she got hurt. I'm praying for speedy recovery for her. Everything goes well while in this off season. But Rickea is someone that just doesn't get talked about enough, and her numbers, how she's been playing basically all year. But of course, these last 5 games, I mean, she's on a tear too, and I can go ahead and say it. It's safe to say that she's my teammate. She's unguardable. Of course, she's young. She still has to figure out the game. You know, when teams are a little more physical with her, she kind of shies away from the ball. But that's what I'm here for. Until the last game, I was like, hey, nobody can stop me. Regardless if people are physical with you or not, you want that. That lets you know, like, nobody wants you to score. They want to make everything hard. And I said, well, why don't you just take a breath? You get your composure. You're going to be fine. Like, you're just going to figure it out. And there's not anything I can do about it, but just continue to talk to her every game, every practice. And she did great against New York. Like I said, from game to game, you just see the improvement. Just like I said, just keep in her mind, just don't let, you're unstoppable. You're one of the toughest guards to guard. And I had to guard her when I was in Dallas. Okay, I teach her. Then I could drop 25, 26, whatever it was, because that was my defensive assignment. And she got the one leg turnaround. That's her move. Nothing you can do about it. I did tease her, but I mean, she's just a full out athlete, 3-level scorer. Cam, same way. When she comes back, they're powerhouse. Can't speak for the future, but hopefully I'm here to be a part of that. But if not, I know I'll be on somebody's roster next year. So I'm just looking forward to this last push. Like I said, us taking it game by game and some string together some wins and just see what playoffs look like at the end.
So you brought up the future, Odyssey. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel? Well, 2 questions. How do you feel like the evolution of the point guard position has changed in the WNBA? You have a lot of dynamic scorers that also can assist. They remind me of you. And I wanted to ask, who did you model your game after growing up?
The point guard position, I will say it's changed. I don't think it's changed a whole lot. I mean, I can't really speak on that side because I'm a scoring point guard. So I'm like a 1 and a 2. I've always been stuck at the 1 because of how well I manage the game. If there's a bucket needed or if I need to make sure we execute a play, that's what I'm here for. So I'm kind of stuck at that position, but I like it though. I like being able to have the ball in my hands majority of the time, being able to make sure everybody's in the right spots, get a bucket if need be by me, but making sure we get the ball to the right people. So I don't know. It's changed, but I don't know. I'm still comfortable. Like, that's my natural position. And I play some 2 in the league, and I can play some 2. But my main and dominant position is the 1. And I don't know. I say growing up, like, I watch more NBA than WNBA.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
So, like, Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players. I love Damian Lillard. He's one of my favorite players. LeBron. He's my favorite. I mean, it's a bunch to name. I don't know. Modeling my game after, it's kind of hard because I'm left-handed. So I feel like I can't really mirror my game after anybody that's right-handed.
Really?
That's just me personally.
No, I've heard that before. Yeah.
But if I have to like choose, I would say like I'm kind of like a Jalen Brunson, only because like the dog.
Yeah.
When it's like crunch time to go get a bucket, you can put me in there. I mean, obviously I'm surrounded by great players, so anybody on my team can go get a bucket. But if coach ever drop a player for me, you know, I could score the bucket too. But I'm more of like, I just do so well with get to the rim, and I open up everything for my teammates because everybody likes to collapse. So that's where we get a lot more open shots. We get the extra passes, good to great. We get a lot of stampedes, getting to the rim after that where we attack the closeouts. I just affect the game offensively more in more ways, and I open up the lane. Well, not the lane, but I open it up for my teammates to score.
Jordan, Boogie, I don't know if you have any follow-up questions.
You played in South Korea in 2014, 2015.
Yes, I did.
Which one's better, Korean barbecue or Texas barbecue?
Korean barbecue by far.
That's what I thought you said. That's
And
what I thought you said.
it's crazy because I started eating sushi when I was in South Korea. I was like, ew, this is nasty. Why would you eat
Yeah.
this? This is nasty. Because Alyssa Thomas was my teammate while we was in South Korea. She was my teammate. Literally, we used to just like not try stuff. We had a good place downstairs where we had like rice and it's like beef. It was really good. And then we had another place that was around the corner where the sushi, they made it always like super fresh. And I was like, I don't want sushi. I don't want chicken and rice. But if I had to choose, I was like, I started eating more sushi. So now I love sushi thanks to being in South Korea. And we have fun. It's pretty nice out there. Seoul is a really nice city.
Very cool.
Well, I mean, Boogie, if you had any, I was just going to say thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
I got my question in. I'm just happy that Odyssey could join us today. I'm super excited to have been talking to you. And you've been balling. I was just talking about when you first came back to Dallas, June 27th, the day before my birthday. I was watching that game. You went crazy. It was against Minnesota. 66%, 100% for three. And that was your first game back in there. And you you were there. You were back like you never left. So I'm enjoying watching you this season. And I can't wait to see what what you continue to bring.
Thank you so much.
Odyssey, again, thank you, Lauren. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Last